Today's video. Q24 bus announcements to Jamaica Parsons-Hillside. By Innova. Enjoy the video. This is Q24 to Jamaica Parsons-Hillside. A fare is required to ride. This stop is Patchen Avenue and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Lafayette Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Green Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Green Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Quincy Street. Transfers available to the J train and B52. This stop is Broadway and Quincy Street. Next stop, Broadway and Madison Street. This stop is Broadway and Madison Street. Next stop, Broadway and Jefferson Avenue. Transfers available to the J train and B7. This stop is Broadway and Jefferson Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Halsey Street. Transfer available to B26. This stop is Broadway and Halsey Street. Next stop, Broadway and McDonough Street. This stop is Broadway and McDonough Street. Next stop, Broadway and Rockaway Avenue. Transfers available to the J train, B20 and B60. This stop is Broadway and Rockaway Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Chauncey Street. Transfer available to B20. This stop is Broadway and Chauncey Street. Next stop, Broadway and Granite Street. This stop is Broadway and Granite Street. Next stop, Broadway and Hull Street. Transfers available to the J train and B20. This stop is Broadway and Hull Street. Next stop, Van Sinderen Avenue and Fulton Street. Transfers available to the L train, Long Island Railroad, B25, B83 and Q56. This stop is Van Sinderen Avenue and Fulton Street. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and Georgia Avenue. Transfers available to the J train, B12 and B20. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and Georgia Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and New Jersey Avenue. Transfers available to the C train and B20. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and New Jersey Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Vermont Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Vermont Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Bradford Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Bradford Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Van Siclen Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Van Siclen Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Shinck Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Shinck Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Warwick Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Warwick Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Elton Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Elton Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Essex Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Essex Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Berryman Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Berryman Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Milford Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Milford Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Euclid Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Euclid Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Crescent Street. Transfer available to B13. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Crescent Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Autumn Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Autumn Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Sheridan Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Sheridan Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Eldert Lane. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Eldert Lane. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 76th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 76th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 81st Street. Transfer available to Q7. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 81st Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 84th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 84th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 88th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 88th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 92nd Street. Transfer available to Q11. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 92nd Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Woodhaven Boulevard. Transfers available to Q11 and QM15. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Woodhaven Boulevard. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 100th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 100th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 104th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 104th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 108th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 108th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 111th Street. Transfer available to Q37. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 111th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 114th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 114th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Lefferts Boulevard. Transfers available to Q10, Q80 and QM18. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Lefferts Boulevard. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 124th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 124th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 130th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 130th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 134th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 134th Street. Next stop, 95th Avenue and Cresskill Place. This stop is 95th Avenue and Cresskill Place. Next stop, 95th Avenue and Liverpool Street. This stop is 95th Avenue and Liverpool Street. Next stop, Archer Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Transfers available to the E&J trains. Long Island Railroad, Q6, Q8, Q9, Q20, Q30, Q31, Q40, Q41, Q43, Q44 SBS, Q54, Q56, Q60 and Q75. This stop is Archer Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Next stop, 153rd Street and Jamaica Avenue. Transfers available to the E&J trains. Q8, Q9, Q25, Q54, Q56, Q65 and Q83. This stop is 153rd Street and Jamaica Avenue. Next stop, 88th Avenue and 153rd Street. Transfers available to the E&F trains. Q65, Q83, Q110, Q111, Q113, Q114 and Q115. This stop is 88th Avenue and 153rd Street. This is Q24 to Jamaica Parsons-Hillside. A fare is required to ride.